Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Rosalie's Kitchen. Wow, have I got the recipe for your Thanksgiving table. You're going to love it. We're going to make Rosalie's apple dumplings. This is a small apple, a gala, or you can use a Macintosh, but you want to use a small apple. Okay, let's go ahead and start with the dough. You want 3 cups of all-purpose flour. Okay? And then we want 2 teaspoons of our baking powder and a teaspoon of salt. Just put that right in there together. Mix it in really good, and then we're going to use Crisco butter flavored shortening. Wow, is this ever good. It's going to make a real soft and crusty dough, real tender. So we just want to put that in there like that, and then we're going to just take this and we are going to that was a cup of Crisco dough. Crisco shortening. Okay. Alright, so let's just mix this up really good just to make a real meal of it like that. Okay guys, now look how perfect this is. We've mixed in all that good 1 cup of butter Crisco. Now we're going to add 3/4 cup of whole milk right there into the dough. And this is perfect ingredients to make this dough just right for our dumplings. Okay, well, as you can see, it just came together great. Now you're going to sprinkle some flour over the dough and on these dough mats here. You can pick these up anywhere, real nice little dough mats to roll out your dough on. Okay, so we want to roll this into a great big circle, about a 20 by 20 inch circle, so that we can fit our individual apples right onto the dough. So we're going to roll this out into a nice big circle. Okay guys, so we've got about a 20-inch diameter here. We'll measure that, and as you can see, that's about a 20-inch diameter. So that should make our wonderful cuts now for our apples. Now I have a 1/2 cup of melted butter. Let's just pour that all on there like that. Spread it around so that it's really in all of the areas. We can set our cinnamon sugar right on that. We got a little few nuts there from our pecans that we're going to use for our streusel. Okay, so that's looking really good. Just spread that all around. And now we have a teaspoon of cinnamon added to a cup of sugar. I don't know if you can see that in there real good. Kind of stir that in, just like so, with the end of our little brush right here. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this cinnamon sugar and we're going to just spread it all around really nice, just evenly around. Okay, we don't have to use all of it, but just a portion. Looks really good. Okay, wow, doesn't that look great? Alright, now we have our pastry little cutter right here. What we're going to do is we're going to cut this into thirds. There's 1/3 and there's your bottom half. And then right down the center, and there's our 6 equal portions for our apples. Now you can just trim this off a little bit on the edges and use those. We'll cut out some little apple decors, little apple cutters from our rest of our dough. Alright, so now here's our apples, and you want to just peel them just like so, and you want to be sure to core out the middle, so that your apple you can actually see right through it. Get all of those seeds and everything out. And then take the apples and put them in water that has lemon in them so they'll stay nice and fresh. Okay, we'll be back in a minute after we drain these apples. All right, we're back, guys. Now we're going to make our streusel. So we're going to use 2 tablespoons of golden raisins on 2/3 cup of our dark brown or light brown sugar. Add a teaspoon of cinnamon and a 1/3 cup of chopped pecans. Now we're just going to mix that in really good so that it's all incorporated, just really good. You can maybe cut some of those little raisins in half if they're a little big. And so now there's your wonderful streusel. Oh, I wish you could smell this with the cinnamon. It is so good. Alright, we're going to take our apple, put it right on here, and we're going to reach over and get about 2 teaspoons of our cinnamon streusel, put it right in the middle and down into that core. a little bit around the edges here. And that's how we're going to stuff our apples. So you're going to come right over again, right into the core of the apple, and then right around onto the surface here. Okay, so let's go ahead and put the rest of those on, and we'll be back in a second. All right, guys, so here we are back, and here's our pan. I've sprayed it with Pam, and now what we're going to do is we're going to just show you how to put these together. So you want to come right over here, lift up your dough, and it should come up really good for us. We'll just go ahead and set this over here. And then you want to just pull the dough up and around your apple. Start right at the one end, pull it up, pull the other side up, and then just pinch it up together. Add a teaspoon, or I think that's probably 2 teaspoons, all right, of butter right there, one little pat. Bring it on up, and it should go very easily. Just give it a little bit of a pat around, and then we'll place them in our pan. Now you can take this little apple tin that I have here, and with some extra dough, you can just make your little apple cutouts and set those right on the top of your beautiful apple dumplings. Okay, set it over here in the pan and bake it for 30 minutes at 375 degrees. Okay, let's do another one so you get the hang of this. They're really easy. The dough is so pliable and workable, it will just go any way you want it to go. Be sure to add your pat of butter on the top. Right in there, snuggle it right in there, and there's your other one. Okay, let's put these together. Okay, guys, there they are. Are they not gorgeous? Okay, let's pop them in the oven for 30 to 35 minutes at 375 degrees. See you in a minute. Okay, guys, so while our apple dumplings are baking, we're going to make our cinnamon sugar syrup. It's going to be so good. Okay, you take 1.5 cups of brown sugar. Just set that right in there like that. And you're going to add 1.5 cups of water. See how that goes right in there? Then we're going to add 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla, pure vanilla, right like so. And then 1/4 teaspoon of our cinnamon. Let's go ahead and do that. And then 1/8 teaspoon, so about 1/2 of our nutmeg. Let's just put it on to cook for about 4 to 5 minutes till it gets thick. All right. See you in a minute. Oops. Okay, come on back. Whoops, forgot the butter. Let's put in 1/4 cup of butter. Okay, here we go. Well, guys, look how beautiful these came out. They were in the oven exactly 32 minutes, and aren't they gorgeous? There's our apple dumplings. And we had some dough left over, so I just threw another apple right in the ramekin, and we just made up another one, so you can do the same. Okay, now we've got our syrup, and it came out just beautiful. So watch me as I pour that. You'll see the wonderful brown sugar, and I just took some of that streusel we had left over and put it right in with the syrup. So let's lift out one of these gorgeous, beautiful dumplings right now. Oh my goodness, look how beautiful that is. Put it right in your plate and pour your sauce right over the top. Wow, how beautiful is that? Let's turn our timer off and just put that sauce right over the top. Oh my goodness, what a Thanksgiving treat. It is just so beautiful. I'm going to have to take a bite. That's all there is to it. It's pretty hot. Get a piece of that apple too. Okay, guys, be sure to make these. Happy Thanksgiving and happy dumplings. Mmm, delicious. So good. Bye.